talk about this off the air.
Okay. Final factory team here. Factory Redbull KTM. Let's start with Marv. 1 year deal.
So sad.
SX only.
I'm bummed.
You think Marv's going to pull a win?
No.
Yeah.
I think it'd be really good, though. I think he's going to be really, really good, though.
I think he's going to be good.
I know that Paris is Paris and whatever.
He's the one guy I've heard flying.
I know that
at the
Paris
test
is
track.
Paris, and the guys that he was racing in the competition is not the same. But damn, dude,
And he was
Maybe
on a race
this new bike will
bike.
get his ass through the fucking whoop.
And
He
you know
rode
what,
the
though?
old bike in Paris.
You know
That's
what
the thing.
though? You know what that reminded me of? Watching him at Paris. Like I said, toned down track, no whoops, not the level.
He was still fucking gone.
But you know what that race reminded me of? Remember going into 2017 when he
Won
was
everything.
fucking winning every off-season race?
Yeah.
He won Monster
And then
Cup.
wins A1.
He won Bercy. He won whatever that other one, Paris de Lille.
Yeah.
That reminded me. That's what I thought when I watched him. Like, this is the first time I've seen this Marv since 2017.
There were a lot of heel clickers.
He looks so good. Do I think he wins? No, but I think we're gonna see the Marv that we are used to
He's
seeing.
And
Dude.
the thing about that Paris race, too, is do you watch the Weed Show with the KTM intro?
No.
So he was on the new bike, riding it. And he's like,
The bike did look different. I wondered why.
He's going to Paris, and he didn't get to take the 21. They're like,
No, you got to ride the 22.
What?
or 22, whatever.
Yeah, he didn't. No, he rode the old bike.
Rode the
in
old. That's what I
Paris.
meant.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. I got a little confused. He was riding the newest model, and then he's like, "Hey guys, I'm going to Paris," and they're like, "You ain't riding the new bike over there." So he had to ride that bike for a day, get readjusted to it, and then fly over there and race the damn thing, and still did that well.
Well, yeah. Well, that's because they don't have bikes. Let's face it. Have you guys heard? Like, they don't even have engines to send back and forth. They're literally rebuilding the engines in Florida.
Yeah.
Because they don't have enough engines to be able to ship back and forth like they normally do between Florida and California. So all the engines in the bikes over there are literally coming out and getting rebuilt in Florida. Yeah, like that's how short they are on shit.
Telling
right
you,
now.
whatever they did to Cooper, even though it's a new bike, whatever they did with Cooper in his rear end to figure out him going through the whoops, if they can do that to Marv's bike,
Yeah.
holy
Oh,
shit.
they already said this bike goes through the
Can I
whoops.
can I ask you guys though? What
That
do
new
you
bike's bitching.
you like it? I'm not sure how I feel about the fucking shrouds going so far forward.
But did you see some of the cool little shit where they were thinking?
No, I haven't
So-
really looked at too hard into it.
There's up on the shroud, there's these little patterns and stuff in there built in
Okay.
plastic where it looks like it's aesthetic,
Yeah.
but it's to grip. So when your foot's up there, it's locking your boot into the shroud.
Gotcha.
Well,
Sick.
might as well. Honda is doing that right now. Remember how you talk about Jet said that the bike is too nimble? Like he has nothing where to grip?
Yeah.
They're actually making on the left side of the chassis, and they're trying to do it on the right, but they have to figure out where the reservoir, where to mount it. They're actually mounting extra hangers for a lot of people like, oh, are they making another a data acquisition place? No. They're doing it because they're trying to figure out another stability for guys to grip onto.
Yeah.
They're trying to build a extra metal. But they have, go look at, it's on Vital. They have a picture. I don't know if it's Kenny's bike or Chase's bike. They have 2 extra hangers on the left side of the bike that they're trying to make for extra mounts.
Oh,
And
interesting.
now they're actually, instead of going to titanium engine hangers and engine mounts, they're actually, to get more rigidity, they're going to aluminum.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
They go around that KTM a little bit.
Yeah.
They talk to the engineers and stuff. They built that bike all around the rear shock in the rear end.
Yeah.
That's what they need to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only thing that stayed the same on it, I guess, is the front wheel and the fucking handlebars.
I was gonna say I was starting to watch the beginning of Swap Moto when they took the factory or the KTM racing shop tour there. I was watching some of
That's
that.
interesting, too.
Yeah, and they were I heard a couple comments about oh yeah, the only thing that's the same is this piece, and this piece. So
If they can get that rear end from Marv figured out like they did for Coop last year,
yeah,
dude, I think he's going to be really... I don't know about the win. I don't know if I'll go that far yet. But God, he's going to be good.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be the Marvin that we're used to seeing.
Yeah.
I really
Yeah.
fully believe that.
Well, Andy's got another year under his belt.
And maybe I'm only
Off
saying
the
that
injury.
because I'm sad that this is his hurrah. This is his last hurrah. But it's not going to seem right if, and we talked about this on the offseason show, Travis, it's not going to seem right if Marv goes out on a shitty note.
no,
Marv's gonna be
but I don't
sneaky
think he's
good.
going to. I think he's going to do well this year.
I really hope so.
I mean,
really do.
he built through all of last year. Now he's coming in with a full off season, wins Paris, new bike. They supposedly doing good. And like I said, he's the only one I've heard this year that's flying at
I
the
honestly
test track so far.
wasn't a big Marvin fan when he first moved over here, but since in the last 3 or 4 years, I've just become a Marvin Muscan fan. I can't explain why. It's fun to watch. That's an obvious reason. I can't explain why, but I've just become a
I think
Muscan
you got a
fan.
thing for French nuts.
Could be it.
hanging from your chin.
I mean, I like Frenchie, I like Marv, I like Tom Biel.
All right.
It's fun.
You like Tom Jornet?
Whatever.
Let's move on to the next guy on this team. New guy on the team, Aaron Plessinger.
Wins races.
You think so?
Holy shit!
Ooh, I wasn't
wow,
going that
bold
far.
take, bold take, Cotton, bold take.
I think he gets one.
I was going to put him on the box
you
a
got
couple
like
times.
you got
but
like
I wasn't-
95 guys winning pains, bro.
I think he gets one or two.
Nah, I'm out on that. I'm out on
I
the
think
wins.
Aaron Plessinger gets one or two wins.
I'm out on the wins.
God, dude, you're like 8 guys right now winning races.
I'll put him on the box.
Who's gonna win the title with 3 wins?
I'll put him on the box, but I'm out. I'm out.
I'm not even gonna go that far.
Really?
No, because I'm still afraid that, I know that he said, oh, they're gonna let AP be the AP. I'm not so.
I mean,
sold
Red
on
Bull branded a cowboy hat for him. Like
that.
they
But-
did some shit.
Okay, so I'll play the other side of that.
There
That's
hang on before you keep going. I don't know if this will sway your opinion at all, but they interviewed him as well at the show, or the unveiling or whatever, and he was like, one of the biggest stipulations before I signed the contract was if they were going to allow me to be me, and they promised me the world that I could still be who I am.
okay, and that's
So I signed the contract.
and that's great. But once again, we do know that that's all fine and dandy before the season starts.
Is Alden letting him be him? Because that's a big concern of mine too.
I think him and Malcolm Stewart together is the saving grace.
But once again, though, that's all fine and dandy when this is the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
What's going to happen if AP starts having bad races?
Yeah.
Are they still going to be like, nope, dude, you can do it your way? That's the only thing that scares me, man. Mm-hmm. If you're going to tell me he's going to be AP, they're going to let him no matter what, I think he's just as good as he was on that Yamaha. I don't think he's better because I think that we've reached a peak of where AP's ceiling is.
I think he takes a little bit of a step better, and I think races like where he's way out front and gets chased down, he powers to the end.
I hope you're right, man, because I really like Aaron. I think what we saw last year on the Yamaha, I think that's kind of his ceiling, which is obviously really good. I mean, he was top 3
In
in points
Unadilla,
outwards.
I think his ceiling was Unadilla before he looped out. He was catching Kenny and was going
Oh,
to
for
pass
sure.
him in
Yeah.
that
Oh,
race.
I don't. That's what I mean, though. But
So that tells me he's on par with those guys.
I hope you're right, man. I really do, because that'd be really cool to see him up there. You know, what was the race? Atlanta 2, the mud race, where he was out front and then he crashed in the whoops.
Tuck the front wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he was winning that race. He probably would have
There were
won
a
that
couple
race.
of them that he would have won. That's my reason.
Yeah, dude, I really hope you're right. I really do. I feel like he's going to be pretty much just as good as he was on the Yamaha, which is fine because he was really good last year.
Yeah. I'm out on the winning. I'm in on the box a couple times.
So yeah, and that's
it.
where he kind of was last. I mean, I don't.
Yeah.
Did he get a podium last year?
Yeah, he
Okay.
he got a third at Daytona.
And he was pretty much 5 to 7 most of the
Yeah,
season.
He was,
So
something
that's
like
good.
that.
I mean, that's good for AP. So
Yep. All right. Last man on this team. Defending title.
big dick swinger.
Big dick swinger. 8 wins last year.
Bro, you've said that so
He
many
had
times.
8.
He had 8.
Holy shit.
I told you I got orange nuts on my chin.
God damn, dude. That's insane.
Cooper Webb.
8 fucking wins.
I'm just going to go ahead and say
He
he
Peter slept.
repeats. I don't know how many wins he gets. He wins multiple races.
I don't think he wins 8.
I don't think he wins 8 either, because I think we're going to spread these out a little
There are a couple things to think about here, though.
bit. Okay, let's hear.
Let's not argue with the Alden Baker program. It produces.
He's going to tell Elton to suck his.
I don't know that matters.
So here's where
I
I'm
mean, I
going with
agree with you that yes, Alden's program
Burner's
does
gonna be
produce
sticking a
winners.
this. Who has won a title in the last 15 years not on Eldon's program?
Eli
Eli's the
Tomac.
only one.
Yep. Yes, he's correct.
15 years? Well, Dungy won a title when he
Are
was
we
not
are
his
we
program.
talking strictly SX?
Yeah.
Dungy won a title when he was not his program.
Yeah, Dungy did too.
2010. Rookie year.
2010.
He won Supercross. and
Outside of
Moto.
that, yes, you're correct.
Okay.
You are correct, yes.
Okay. Well, since 2010.
Last
who's
10
won?
years, we'll go Dungy.
I mean,
and
if you even
Eli.
want to go back all the way to Carmichael, because
I know, but 2011 on, there's been a stretch.
no, yeah, you're right. I'm just saying if you're talking about in the last 15 years,
outside
Dungy
of that,
and
yes,
Eli are the only two guys.
RV, Dunge,
Stu before
Dunge.
that.
Yeah.
And every guy that's left him, and everybody thinks that's going to win after leaving him, hasn't done shit.
There's some interesting shit going on though, because everybody fucking left. RJ's the only one that didn't leave. Everybody else fucking left. That's why I also am saying that the bakery is gonna go away after next year.
What do you think
And
they're going to
Ricky-
get hit for money laundering?
No,
And Ricky's
that is
and-
not
and-
what I think it is. I think they're getting out while the getting's good before
Ricky's
everything
about to,
comes to light about the
And Ricky's about to start talking.
extracurricular juice that's going on down there.
Yeah, Carmichael's also about to start talking
But-
with some of the shit going on.
Let's not get off.
Really? So the lid's about to get blown off
Yeah.
about
Because
all,
guys,
of,
guys are trying to get ahead of it before
Yeah.
all the doping, huh?
Yeah, before Elton can tell his story.
Yep.
That's why I think he goes back home.
Yeah.
I think he dips and leaves, goes back home.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's interesting as hell.
Oh, yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
I actually
But
thought,
you do
I
have-
actually thought when everyone was leaving this year, I actually thought it was going to be this year, but I think it'll be next year.
But you do
So
have a
they're
really
draining
valid
the
point.
swamp.
kind
Pretty
of,
much.
yeah.
But you do have a really valid point, Cole. Like you're not wrong. Like everything you're saying is factual evidence.
Yes.
So I get what you're saying.
Yeah. So here's the other half of that for me. Cooper Webb is the type of guy, and we thought Kenny was going to do this, and Kenny kind of did with his outdoor title. But Coop is the guy that's going to go, fuck you. Watch this.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hold my beer and watch this.
Now
Literally.
there is one thing I'm concerned of with this, and that is how is KTM going to work with this? Because from what I understand, KTM was fucking pissed he left Alden's. Like pissed.
Yeah, and Coop's going to go out there and say, watch this.
I hope so.
Before it goes back
He
to the
thrives.
I
off
hope
that.
so. But is this the last year of his deal?
I think it is.
He thrives off that
they
and goes
start-
back to Star Yamaha.
Do they start? Let's get into conspiracy theory shit here. Do they start pulling his parts before the end of the year?
Not
here?
if he's winning.
Not with a brand new bike. They want to sell those.
How crazy would it be though? Not that I'm saying it's going to happen, but if he goes out and Marv starts beating him consistently.
It's not going to happen.
No, I'm not saying
I
it's
don't-
going to.
I don't know,
I'm not
man.
saying it's going to. But it's just going to add extra, if you want to talk about conspiracies, extra fuel to the fire that, like, if Marv goes out and starts beating him, which we don't believe that's going to happen, but if Marv, this is the normal Marv we're used to seeing, it's not like he can't do it.
I think it gives Coop the chip back on his shoulder.
I hope so, man. But dude, I am nervous about it, but I still think he's going to win.
My biggest question mark with Coop is, and it's not so much it's not the capabilities of Michael Byrne, is how are those two going to gel when Coop has a bad race? Because he's going to have a bad race. Bad for him it's not terrible, but everybody just has a bad race. Coop is used to a structure that Eldon had for him, and I'm not trying to bump Eldon up because people know I'm not a big Eldon guy. But how is the connection between him and Byrne going to be? What is Burner going to be able to say to him or get him on track when the race it goes bad or Coop just gets straight up beat? What's that? How's that dynamic going to be? Burner is obviously a very talented guy himself. He's won outdoor races. He's not battled for championships, but he was not no slouch in his career. Really, really good Australian, but he was never at that level. What is he going to be able to say to Coop that Coop's going to be like, "You're right"?
I don't know, man.
Because with
gonna be
Dylan, he has DV. Eli has his dad. Not to say Burner's not talented, but you're talking about guys that he's
That's
racing
going to hold him accountable. And
that have, like I said, DV's DV. John Tomac. Burner is not at that level. No disrespect to Byrne. I like Michael Byrne a lot. But what is he going to be able to say to Coop that Coop's going to go, you know what, man? You are totally right. Or am I crazy for thinking, like, is that
You're not crazy. I don't know.
it's going to be interesting, yeah, because you think of Eldon, he don't give a fuck what you think. You're
Exactly.
listening to him.
Exactly.
You're saying it can be Byrne? Can
Byrne.
Michael Byrne
Michael Ben.
be pushed over?
Yeah.
Yeah. How many wins do you think he gets this year?
You said 8 last year?
Yeah.
5.
I'll say 5. Yeah, 4 or 5.
I'll go with 6.
Okay. Just,
To
dude,
9.
I think this year is so much harder than in past years because of all the unknown things with so many guys moving over.
I'm gonna say there's a
New
lot
bikes,
of moving parts this
new
year.
bikes.
New bikes.
This is the most moving
new
parts we've
trainers.
had in a long time, as
And
far
next year's
as-
gonna be crazy too. Like
'Cause then all
Coach
the 250
said,
guys are all
you
coming
got
up.
250 dudes coming up.
Well,
People
I
retiring.
think-
Jet Lawrence going to the factory 450 team.
Yeah.
He's going up that early. you
Yeah.
think?
Yeah. I think but isn't it a stipulation? Isn't it though if he win I thought he had to win a title though. Because if he didn't win the title, they're not putting him up
No.
there. That's
No.
see
He's
that
going
part I'm
that
not,
early, huh?
That part I'm
he's
not
going.
agreeing
He
with.
will be on the 450 team next year. Supercross guaranteed.
See that
Why
part.
are they
I
letting
thought,
him
wins
go
the
that
title
early?
or not.
I thought the stipulation.
Why so early?
Because
Kenny's
Kenny's going to
moving.
retire.
I thought
I
the
don't give a
He is
shit. Sign
Kenny's
a guy for 1
replacement.
year.
He is a Kenny's replacement. And
Well,
the real interesting thing there with that is how is Chase going to react to that? Because Chase thinks that he's going to be big dick energy and be the guy, and he's never going to be the guy.
unless he just beats him. That's the only way.
The only
that's
way,
literally
the only way he's going to be the
Sign
guy
Colt
is if he
Nichols
starts.
for a year and then move Jet up.
See, I thought the stipulation was he had to win a title. I agreed with that. I didn't know that they were moving up no matter what. I
Yeah,
don't
he's
agree
going.
with
He's
that. I
going
don't
no matter
agree with
what.
that.
There's
That's
no way he's not going.
I don't think he.
I think that's a bad
early.
idea.
I'm interested
early.
if they move him this year for summer if Kenny retires.
No,
No.
he's defending that title.
Who else are they going to put in there?
Dude, it's a big deal
Nobody.
for Honda to defend that title.
Yeah, but who else
outdoors.
are they going to put in there?
It's just be Chase. It'll just be Chase.
They'll run one dude. Also,
It's
No,
not
they're
like they haven't
pretty.
done-
They're pretty good at hiring fill-in guys for the summer.
I don't know. We'll
Question
see.
is, who would they be though? Because like both of their Honda dudes are already.
Yeah.
They'll
Anyway,
find
back to Red Bull KTM
Alex,
here
right?
that we're on.
Jesus.
So you don't think he repeats the title?
I do.
No, if we're giving, are we giving our title picks right now?
Who already knows who yours is?
So it's
huh?
Frenchie. So yeah, no, I don't.
Do you think he repeats?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Anything else with
Here,
Red Bull
let's
KTM?
get to the meat and potatoes.
I
Let's
would
wrap
say
it up.
anything else with Red Bull KTM before we wrap up here?
No.
Okay, great.